Good morning, tribe. My name is Wahida Dean, and I'm here to go over fire breath with you today. I am a medicine woman, a full Mesa carrier, and a teacher of Munay. Munay is simply love in action. And in this course, we learn how to perform fire breath. Fire breath connects us with several different energies in the earth and within ourselves so that we can invigorate our system with breath, with life, with prana, with chi, and we can also feed our bands this way. If you know, you know. So you're going to first start out with learning the hand mudra. The hand mudra that you use is simply two fingers together, pointed. And this mudra is either pushed all the way up above your head or facing downwards at the base of your tailbone. So it would go behind your hands, would go behind you, and the fingers would be pressed against your tailbone in the back. You can go as low as you feel comfortable, basically, but just so that your hands are facing or touching your tailbone. The second part of fire breath is going to be blowing your ceque line. A ceque line is how we will connect our energy to whichever energy we are pulling from. So the first one is Pachamama, which is Mother Earth. And a ceque line sounds like this. It's like a forceful coming out of you, right? However, there is intention behind that ceque line. So my intention is to literally blow a line. And I know we're blowing from our mouth, but we're imagining this ceque line coming out of our sacral chakra because this is where we connect, right? This is where our umbilical cord was, and our life force is also right in this area of our body. So we're blowing this line to connect to Mother Earth first. So with your intention in mind, you're going to blow a ceque line to Mother Earth. Now, a separate way that you can do this is imagining that line coming right out of these fingers. There's no right or wrong way to blow a ceque line. It's just sending it with your intention to connect with your body. If it feels better to connect that into your sacral or connect that into your hands, then do that. If it feels better to connect it to your crown, then do that. All right? There's no right or wrong way to just blow a ceque line. However, remember to release your ceque line when you're done. The third part of fire breath is the actual breath. So I am a certified in breath with yoga. So one of the ways that we do fire breath is there's actually two different types of fire breath. One is called fire breath and one is called bellows breath. Now, fire breath is simply the large inhale of air, filling up the lower belly, the middle chest, and the top chest. So imagining these coming out in all four directions when you're breathing it in. And then it is the let out in slow breath, quick breaths, pushing the air out of your nostrils. So you want to clean your nose, make sure you don't have any boogies while you're doing this. And then it is also paired with the pull in of the stomach, right? So you're going to imagine this belly button hitting all the way to the back of your spine every time you do the inhale. And your core needs to be pulled in. We call it zippered. So all the way from the back to the front, you're pulling in your core, you're pulling in your perineum, you're holding it in, and you're even gently tilting the pelvis forward and up. Okay? So when you have all of that engaged, then you're going to blow your ceque line. And so that quick fire breath looks like now bellows breath is an in and out. So you can actually continuously move through and breathe air in and out. Again, fire's breath is the terminology that I was taught in this practice. And so fire's breath is a full inhale in and the slow push exhale out of all of that breath. When that breath is done, you take a nice inhale and exhale, and you can always do another round if you feel called to. Tomato, right? I was also physically taught right? The inhale, the exhale, the inhale, the exhale. So that is just for clarity and Googling purposes, you know, bellows breath is what that one is called. So fire's breath is what we're going to go with for this video and what I'm going to teach you. Now your first ceque line is down to Pachamama, if you want to write this down before we start. Your second ceque line is up to Inti Taiti, Father Son. Your third is going to go down again to a tree or a plant that's in your vicinity that you know, that you can connect to. I always love connecting to a pine tree or a mango tree. I live in South Florida because I can actually taste and feel the energy of that tree and smell the energy of that tree sometimes. Then you're going to go down to up to Mama Kia or Kia Mama, which is the moon. And then you'll go down to a power animal. Now, if you haven't received your power animal yet, you know 4 power animals that we learned in class. You have jaguar, you have serpent, you have hummingbird, and you have eagle or condor. Eagle is more North America, condor is more South America, but again, they're both as one day. Then you're going to go to mountain. Now, mountain can be a mountain that you're aware of, any kind of mountain in the world. If you don't have one that you're very familiar with, I always go to Machu Picchu. Again, I'm a South Florida baby, so I don't really see mountains around here. And I've been here most of my life. Machu Picchu sounds great to me. Then you're going to go to an ocean or the waters. So an ocean can be one that you're familiar with. Or let's say you want to go vibe in Hawaii. Let's go to Hawaii. Let's pick an ocean, okay? There's nothing right or wrong about picking an ocean. The intention is the ocean. And then the chaskas, the stars or the star system, the solar system. Now this one, if you have a certain solar system that you've always just been called to, like Orion's belt or Saturn even as a planet, you can connect into that space. There is nothing right or wrong here. Even if you have Palladian history that you're aware of or another star form history, you can connect to those energies. If you know your zodiac sign, you can connect to your zodiac sign star alignment, you know, how they make out all the stars. So just gather that information before you get started so that you know mentally where you're going to go and what you're going to do. All right, so after that full explanation, now you understand the purpose behind fire breath for the shamanic purpose of feeding your bands, as well as how to connect to each space and each part. Now we're going to do it. So we only need to do 2 rounds. So you can pick any 2 rounds you want. Just make sure you stay balanced. Make sure you have an up and you have a down. Doesn't matter which 2, doesn't have a right or wrong order. It's just up to you. I'm going to go through a couple of them and we'll see if we do the entire set. So first, you're going to open up your Huiracocha, hands together at the heart, setting the intention to open up my Huiracocha today, reaching my hands up and into my soul star chakra, seeing that gentle ocean foam, turning my hands outward and pulling that foam down and around me, glistening and golden, feeling that nice, warm, calm blanket just come over you. After you've completed that portion, you're going to set your intention. And this is also a spot where if you're learning how to open and close space, you can open up small space around you if you feel called to. Space is open around my house right now, so I don't need to do that. However, it is something that you can check in with your heart and your intuition to see if you want to do. It is not a part of the general practice, though. So as you continue on, you set your intention to first connect with Pachamama. So we got our hands together like this behind us. We're going to sit upright, pull in that zipper, and go ahead and blow your ceque line down to Pachamama. Set your intention. Feel that hook go deep into the earth. And go ahead and take a nice deep breath in and out to clear your energy first. Deep breath in again. And fire breath. Inhale. Exhale. Release your ceque line. Place your hands on your lap, gently closing your eyes. And just allow the energy to enter your auric field, your band, and your energy, and just absorbing that connection. And you can go as long or short as you need to for the breath work and the meditation. Because I've been talking, I don't have a lot of space in my breath right now. So these are a little quicker. So upwards is Father Sun, Inti Daiti. You're going to place your hands together above, pushing up into the crown area or into the soul star. And imagine that ceque line going up to the sun. This is my favorite one to do in the beginning of the day. Inhale and exhale. Deep breath in. Fire breath. Inhale. Exhale. Hands down. Release your ceque line. And you can really feel the connection to the sun coming over your entire aura, your crown, your body, as you bring life in and connect. And we will go ahead and stop there. So you can continue on to the rest of your list from class. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to me or send me a message or give me a call. I'm happy to help. And if this is probably going to end up on YouTube, so if you have found me and you're interested in coursework or Munay classes, you can reach me at www.metafixwellnesscenter.com. and find all the information about Munay. I have a blog out there talking about it, and the page is also being built. So I hope you have a beautiful day and enjoy your peace with the fire breath. It is really here to help you reconnect to source and reconnect to yourself and raise that chi and vibration for the day.